Hi everyone, Amanda here, and thank you for joining me. What I have today is I wanted to share my first day in my December daily 2017 travel notebook. Now this is a May Designs notebook, and I love May Design journals on a regular basis. I use them, to do my morning journaling and things like that. And so since I had loved the covers for this holiday season, I thought I would get one and use it as a December daily book. And then if you've watched any of my other haul videos and stuff, you know that I'm kind of going with a tag theme this year. And so what I did was I took this little notebook, and it's not lined, it's all blank paper, and I created just a little front label that says this is what it is, my December daily. And I used some lawn fawn paper behind it because it was kind of like a bluish green, which kind of matches these leaves here. So this is the front cover, very simple, but it gets the job done, right? So on the inside is just like my cover page, and it's just some red paper, and you'll see it's wrinkled back here because I tried to do some watercoloring on day one, and it really didn't work with this paper because I think this paper is meant more for journaling, honestly, than it is for watercolors. It's not meant to be a watercolor paper. I was just kind of like, maybe I can get it to work, maybe it won't, but it didn't. So, but that's all right. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means that I tried something, it didn't work, and that's okay. It's a learning experience. So, I just took some washi. I put this red piece of paper back behind it because to kind of make it stable from all the wrinkles. And then I just added some different washi tape, this little partial piece of a doily that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I just wrote, December on there. And then I thought this was just a little calendar, and what this was is it came today actually with our mail from our insurance company, and it was just one of those little calendars that you pull the days off of, and it was for December 2017, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to back this on paper and stick it in the front here. And I liked it, so I'm going to keep it there. And then this is day one. And to make a long story short, day one, I was in Mexico City flying back to the US. It was a very, 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 very long day. I left the hotel in Mexico City at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get home to Ohio until 6:30 at night. But so it was just long, and so I decided that this first day of my December daily was going to be kind of like a Mexican Christmas theme, because it just represents where I was and things like that. So to go along with my tag theme, I created this little tag here from the Tim Holtz new Sidekick. This is the stamp, and this is one of his number dies from the Sidekick, and I am going to do a full review of the Sidekick so that everybody can see what that's like, because it is a little bit different from the Sizzix Sidekick. And I know they're both Sizzix, but they are different. Anyway, these little birds I cut out of lawn fawn paper using a die and the new Sidekick by Tim Holtz. And then I just added a little ribbon here, and it's nothing on the back. So that just says it's day one. And then this is just a partial piece of a doily. You can see doilies are my day one as well. And behind here is where I tried to watercolor, and it didn't work. So I put red paper on the back with some lawn fawn paper. And then I used my little Polaroid zip to print out a couple of pages, or a couple pictures rather. And when we were in the airport, I had been so sick a couple of nights before that because I ate bad food or whatever, like on Wednesday night, and I was just so sick. So I like didn't eat hardly anything for like a day and a half. And so at the hotel, or I mean at the airport, I had just Fruit Loops, no dairy products. I had these little cookies, which I ended up not eating, and then Diet Coke. And this was basically the blandest food I could get and still not, to keep from being nauseous. And it wasn't like, oh, don't go to Mexico and drink the water. It wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't like because I was in Mexico. I ate shrimp. I do not eat meat, and I had meat, and that's what made me sick. So it wasn't anything to do about being in Mexico. But anyway, that's what this is. And then this over here is just, like a snapshot of my boarding ticket from when I finally made it to Atlanta and I was heading back to Columbus. And then this little cutout here is a stamp from the Sassy Club, which I love her stamps. It's actually this, and all these little things here are all stamps from the Sassy Club. Love her, love it, love it, love it. So just to kind of add a little bit to the Mexican type Christmas theme, I have this nacho business here and a little silverware here. These two things come from the road trip kit from the Sassy Club. And then these two here, they come from, let me show you. They come from this kit right here. I love this. I think it's really, really cute because since we don't eat meat, we eat a lot of rice and beans and tacos and burritos and salsa. It just seems like that's what we eat the most of. So I got these and I love them. I use them all the time. I mean, how cute is this little guy right here? So cute. Oh, and this is the Lawn Fawn paper that you're seeing as the backing of a lot of my pictures. So anyway, moving on. I have this little one here. It says December 1 down here. This is from October afternoon, and it's a sheet of paper that's the 25 days of Christmas. And I'm probably not going to use them all through this, but I thought, just a little bit here and there maybe. A couple more of the little stamps that I colored with Copic markers here. And this one was with colored pencils, and then I fussy cut them out. And then everything just tucks right here. And then this, if I want to keep some more memorabilia from the first, which was actually yesterday, I can stick it in this little pocket as well. So moving on to this second page of day one, because I'm going to kind of do it as a spread, is I put two halves of the doily here. And my idea was to make it like a gatefold, and I really liked that idea, but then my journaling would not fit, and I wanted to keep my journaling. So I have this little stamp here. It says Mexcellent, and then another little marshmallow in a sombrero. This little guy here is a marshmallow as well, and he's dressed up like a mariachi singer or something, like he's in a mariachi band. He's done with Copics, and this little cactus here is done with colored pencils, and these maracas are colored pencils. And honestly, I have not seen either one of those in Mexico the last couple times, but I thought they were cute. And then this little hot chili pepper, I absolutely love it. And it's done with Copics as well, and fussy cut out, and I've got some maracas behind there. So I love the little stamped images because they just add, just the extra little something. And then since I decided not to keep this as a gatefold, I just kind of like glued this part down, and I put a picture of the Christmas tree from the World Trade Center in Mexico. It was beautiful. We had dinner at the top of the World Trade Center, and it's like a revolving restaurant, and it was pretty nice restaurant. But that's where I had the shrimp. But anyway, so this Christmas tree was outside, right outside there, and our hotel was right behind it. So I thought that that kind of just helped me remember Mexico. And then I just have some little journaling here because when I came back, it was like an all-day trip. And then I had a really bad experience through the TSA, through this, when you come back from, when you're flying internationally, you guys probably already know this, but when you're flying internationally, you have to get off the plane, you got to get your, you got to go through immigration, then you've got to go pick up your luggage, your checked bag, and then you've got to go to this whole other area and you got to recheck it again. So then after you recheck your bag, you got to go through a long TSA search process. And it doesn't matter if you're a TSA pre-check, it does not matter. You've got to go through this big long line. So then I finally get up there, and you know, the little scanner thing goes off and had to be like searched or whatever. It was just an awful experience, so I wrote it down here. But you know, having my husband pick me up once I got back to Columbus, and you know, I just felt like it was such a relief to see him. Anyway, so I wanted to document that, and because yesterday was just really just a hard day all in all. And so this is day one in my December daily for 2017, and I probably won't film every day, but I'll try to film as often as I can, and maybe even more so towards the end of the month, because I do have the last 2 weeks of the month of December off on vacation, so I'll be able to do a little bit more regular videos and things like that. But I will hop in and do a quick video on this on my December daily as often as I can. And every time I do, I will kind of like do a wrap up of what I did since the last time I videoed it, taped it, recorded it, whatever. So anyway, this is my December daily, my introduction, my day one, and actually I kind of like it. I don't know if every day will be as intense or, I mean, as convoluted or whatever. It might just be really simple, but I like it. So anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.